What's going on, beautiful souls? What's going on with you today? We'll be discussing a crazy scenario, crazy situation. 1 second. So pretty much, I don't think men understand how serious it is. You cannot, even though it's promoted, you cannot. Like, prostitution is still illegal. The P word. I'm about to scratch that out and just say the P word. The P word is still illegal. So you going on these back page sites, you going on these websites, you going to look outside of the norm for encounters. It can be deadly. It can turn federal. So that's what I'm saying. So in today's video, we'll be discussing the wide variety of men that decided to get themselves in a pickle and look for pretty much S workers.
Homeland Security sting in North Texas, where dozens of men were arrested, shows there are many of them going online to find prostitutes. These are mugshots of some of the 46 men busted. They include a pro athlete, a youth pastor, a high school teacher and coach, and executives. The Dallas DHS office says what they do exploits and victimizes trafficking victims. Plus, we're David Centenary joining us with more on the sex trafficking investigation and where it led. David.
Yeah, Steve, one nonprofit working to help sex trafficking victims tells me DFW is a hotspot. One, because of its population size, that's the obvious, and two, because of its transportation of highways, allowing people to get to and from many different areas throughout the country. So I asked them, what is typical of sex trafficking suspects? And they told me the only thing that's typical is that it can be almost anyone. We are learning more about 46 people, a majority shown here, who were arrested at upscale hotels in Frisco and Southlake as part of a multi-agency prostitution sting earlier this month.
It's happening more than people think and know.
Spencer Osachuk, a 31-year-old professional hockey player who's been with the Allen Americans of the East Coast Hockey League since 2013, according to the team's website, is one of dozens charged with solicitation of prostitution. The team tells Fox 4, quote, "We are aware of the situation. We don't have a comment at this time as we gather more information." A Baylor Scott Inns White Health Director of Operations, 49-year-old Jimmy Hemingway, is also charged. Baylor says Hemingway is no longer an employee.
But this is happening. It's happening right up under our noses. It's happening right in our backyards.
Dr. Tanya Stafford Manning runs It's Going to Be Okay, a Dallas-based nonprofit working to assist victims of human trafficking.
Nobody wants to get up and be a prostitute. Nobody wants to be trafficked. Nobody wants to be sold.
The dozens of men charged responded to online advertisements for prostitution, according to the Department of Homeland Security. But instead of communicating with women being trafficked, they were unknowingly communicating with law enforcement.
So they were looking for a little bit of fun, and they ended up finding police. Which just has me thinking of like a crazy story that happened like to me. And it happened so long ago. I'm not even sure that I should even talk about it, but that's what I'm saying. I was actually asleep when this was going on, so I woke up to the situation. I thought we would be going back to the hotel room. This is back when I was coaching, and this just lets you know that you gotta check backgrounds of some of these dudes. Like, I didn't know that these individuals were like this. So when you find shit out and you learn stuff, then you know. This was when I was a lot younger, though. I would say I was probably like 21, 22, 23 at the time. Yeah, I was definitely like 22, 23 around that time. But it was like Came back from having a fun little outing, fell asleep in the back of the car. I was kind of intoxicated, and I woke up to my staff in front of like a motel, hotel type of situation. Looking up back page females, like, and it turns out like the ones that I ended up knowing what the heck happened over there. I ended up knowing one of the women that they was looking up, and that's what I'm saying. It just made the situation kind of like creepy. But that's what I'm saying. Like, the crazy thing is, if I'm not mistaken, this same individual had some allegations against him for talking to minors. So, like I said, like, it get deep, and that's what I'm saying. Like, this is more than just like your wife not putting out. Like, this got to be like a be disciplined type of thing, because to be so low to get caught, like pulling up to a hotel or a motel to get like to pay $250 for a female is crazy. That's all I'm saying. That's wild.
Security did not detail what the posts read. Meetups were arranged at hotels with the coordination and cooperation of hotel management and staff.
I think other people were shocked by it because of who was implicated in the sting itself.
Louisville ISD
That's
confirms
crazy.
Marcus High School teacher and assistant football coach Cecil Tim Morrison is one of the men charged. Morrison resigned from his job, according to the district. Well, Marcus Strickland, a youth pastor in Fort Worth, is also charged. Investigators did not reveal where he works.
A youth pastor.
Security says a volunteer firefighter is also charged, but they did not reveal.
A firefighter.
It's a human rights issue. It's a
Oh my
human
God.
issue.
If you or someone you know is a victim of sex trafficking, we've posted information on how to get help over on our website. That's fox4news.com.
Something has to happen. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's definitely a lot of wrongs in this situation, but it's like, come on, my G. Like, you can't. I don't know if the thought is you're being more discreet about it, but I'm not understanding. But yeah, just wanted to go over that because somebody that I knew said that this was one of his people that was arrested because of this situation. Like I said, it was like 46 names. You know, I'm not about to go into every single name, but just the fact that it was pastors on there, youth pastors, coaches of all sorts, church going individuals, as well as like administrators of schools, like just all around just craziness. Firefighters, you heard. So that's what I'm saying. It just get wild out there, and that's what I'm saying. It's a real problem, and this is why I realize that men are not. You know what I'm saying? Because you can easily go from, okay, they did it because a woman wasn't putting out, to the other spectrum, like these dudes just didn't have no discipline. And that's why I said it's a kind of all over the place. But yeah, just wanted to get into it. Thought it was a good video. But yeah, we'll chop it up soon.
Homeland Security.
Remember